Hey there, Griff Hamlin here from Blues Guitar Unleashed. Welcome and thanks for joining me today. In today's video, I've brought out the acoustic, but you could absolutely 100% play this on an electric guitar. I do it all the time. But what I wanted to show you was kind of a variation. We have that classic, what I call blues in E idea. But it's really kind of cool if we harmonize those notes. And you might even know, for example, as a variation, we have the low open E, the B, we go to the C sharp, we can even go to the D up there at the 5th fret. You might be familiar with that. Well, imagine if we harmonize that. So what I've got going on here is I have I'm basically making an E7. So my middle finger is here at the 2nd fret, B on the 5th string. My first finger's on that G sharp at the 1st fret of the 3rd string. Now, of course, what you'll hear me do a lot is hammer that on from the open G. That's just something I sort of do naturally. You can do that or not, depending on whether or not you like the sound of it. Now, I'm using, for my right hand, I have my pick in my hand. So what I'm doing is I'm striking the low E with my pick, and then I'm using kind of a claw. I've got my middle finger on the 3rd string and my pick on the 5th. If you prefer, don't use a pick, use your thumb, and either do like thumb and then thumb and 1st finger, thumb and then thumb and middle finger, or thumb and 1st and 2nd finger. Sometimes I do it like this if I'm doing it more fingerstyle. It works either way. In either case, you can probably hear that I'm using a little bit of palm muting. I don't want to let everything ring out. That just gets kind of too big for me. You might like that sound, in which case that's totally fine. You can absolutely do it. But as far as the notes, I'm going to continue using my pick. Again, if you want to use your fingers, go right ahead. From here, I've got that C sharp at the 4th fret of the 5th string, so I'm going to harmonize that using the A at the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. So you can see my hand position has changed slightly. And then I'm going to take my 3rd finger and slide it up to the D. My middle finger is going to grab that B at the 4th fret of the 3rd string. And as far as timing goes, this is on beat 1. It's a little bit backwards. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2. Sorry, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. Okay, so that'll handle the E. Now, if I was in G, it also works. It's just obviously going to be really hard to grab that low G somehow all the time and keep coming back to it. But if you were playing electric and maybe there was a G going on and you just wanted that, you could use it, okay? It works. Any root on the 6th string chord, that works. You might also recognize that from like Eric Clapton's Change the World. And it does that in ways there. So that it's not an uncommon move. Now when we get to the A, and again Eric Clapton does this as well in the song. So I'm barring now. So I've got my root 5th string for my A. I've got the E and the C sharp. So my 4th and 2nd strings. And I'm just barring them, but you could do them with separate fingers if you prefer. Now I've got my third finger at the 4th fret of the 4th string on that F sharp. My middle finger here is at the D at the 3rd fret, the 2nd string. And I'm going to go here to the A7, which is my 3rd finger. I use my 3rd finger on the G, my pinky on the E, both on the 5th fret. You could use different fingers if you want, it doesn't matter. Don't worry about the fingers, worry about the notes. And then we go back to E, of course. And then we have the B. There's really no like easy way. Like you'd have to do. It would be really hard to do this and hold the B the whole time. I'm not that talented. Maybe if I practice that enough, I could get it. I'm not going to do it. So I'm just going to play the open B7 and just kind of strum it a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and then back to A. For my E, what I did for the turnaround, this is just kind of a fun little turnaround. I played the E7, just, you know, normal, right? The E, low E, the B, and the G sharp. And then I'm just going to walk down. You may already know this turnaround. So there's my 3rd finger's on the D at the 5th string, 5th fret. And I've got my middle finger on the B at the 4th fret of the 3rd string. I'm just going to walk that down 1 fret at a time. Till I end up back at my E. So if I was going to put all of that all together, it would go something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And of course I could do a fill if I wanted. And as I mentioned, you know, you can throw in anything. Like if you're doing just like you were doing this. So I might do this for some bars and then do a little fill. And then switch over and then back to E. It's a groove. And of course you can use other turnarounds. You can mix this and match this however you want. That's not really the point of the video. The point of the video is a new groove. And you can use that in place of, or just that basic blues in E. So if you're doing something like, I have a course called How to Jam the Blues Alone on Your Guitar, and it has all these different grooves and all these different licks, and you kind of, you know, mishmash and put them all together. This would go in place of that groove. You just plop it in, and it just works, and it's easy, and it's fun, and it's a little bit different. So I hope you dig it. If you've got friends, maybe, you share this video with them. Hopefully they will enjoy it. If you have friends that play guitar, I guess if they don't play guitar and you share it with them, they'd be like, why'd you share this with me? And that wouldn't make a whole lot of sense. But if you have guitar playing friends and you share the video with them, they might actually enjoy it. So hopefully you'll try it out, play with it a little bit. As always, I'm Griff Hamlin from Blues Guitar Unleashed. I will leave various links near this video for fun things, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.